Now, this next story takes the concept of downsizing to a whole new level. Some homeowners aren't just going smaller, they're going tiny. It is all part of a new movement in housing that's gaining in popularity even in parts of the country where home prices aren't all that steep. Diana Olick has the story.
Even when you're talking tiny, size matters. Because while tiny homeowners share some similar values, the varied designs of their tiny structures are all their own. Ryan Mitchell owns a tiny house in Charlotte, North Carolina, and touted tiny living at a conference he organized recently in Asheville.
People are very skeptical, but when you step into some of these houses like we have here at the conference, things just kind of click.
I've lived here for 4 years and I built it myself.
Alicia Kathleen Matthias built her 24-square-foot home for just $200. There's no room for a fridge, so she uses a clay pot to cool her food.
So this is just my plate, and then inside I have some yogurt and cheese right now.
Matthias saved her earnings to pay off student loans, but the inspiration behind the house was growing up with hoarders. That made her think small.
Stuff doesn't necessarily make your life happy. And for me, happiness is the freedom to be able to go where I want and do what I want and be able to help people because I'm not attached.
If that's too tiny for you, a 200-square-foot bus might seem homier.
It's a 110-gallon horse trough that we got from the feed depot.
Kelly Ross and Chris Childs converted this 1991 school bus into their home for about $17,000. It is 1/8 the size of their last home.
The effort and time that it took to maintain a large house and the fact that we had filled it with a lot of things that we didn't necessarily need.
As for the McMansions of tiny, they measure in at about 340 square feet. This one will soon house a family of 3. Mike and Jasmine DeVivo designed their space for both home and office, a tiny headquarters for their fitness business. After paying off the not-so-tiny $70,000 price tag, they'll save hundreds of dollars a month in rent.
You can take that rent money, put it into something that's custom for you, and if you really put the thought into it, it can be something that I think will really pay off.
Home, office, it even triples as a gym. Living tiny can mean living large. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Diana Olick in Washington.